What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Sports Talk with Will. Today I'm recapping Week 1 of the 2024 New York Jets football season, and it was Monday Night Football in Santa Clara, California, between the New York Jets and San Francisco 49ers, and a rough start to the season for the Jets. The 49ers, they beat the Jets 32-19 on Monday Night Football. It was not a surprise to me. I didn't expect the Jets to really do much against the Niners. I expected us expected us to lose. I wasn't shocked that we lost. And the 49ers, they're just a really good team. And honestly, it didn't surprise me how well they did. Even though McCaffrey did not play, Jordan Mason really stepped up for the Niners and just absolutely killed it on offense. He had 28 carries, for 147 rushing yards and a touchdown. The 49ers offensive line definitely did a good job of protecting him and also blocking for Purdy. They did a really good job on that end. And Purdy was just finding his receivers, doing a good job looking downfield, and the Jets could not get after him, and they could not stop the run either. The defense, that was one of the worst games I've seen from the Jets defense. They did not do well at all. It was a struggle, and fans were not happy about that. The offense did all right, but there was only one drive in the first half that was good. After that, the 49ers locked us down. That defense was absolutely on fire there, and they just did a good job of locking us down. And our offensive line could not block for Breece Hall. Our run blocking was absolute garbage. There was absolutely nothing going on the offensive line. They did an okay job of protecting Rodgers, but again, freaking Leonard Floyd got after him again, which, please stop. It just really aggravated me that Leonard Floyd keeps getting after him. It's like, enough already. But no, they did a good job protecting him. Yeah, he got sacked a few times, but I'd say they did a pretty solid job protecting him. And, what was surprising on offense is that our best receiver in that game was Allen Lazard. He had 6 receptions for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns. You saw more of him than Garrett Wilson. Yeah, Garrett Wilson was making his catches. Garrett Wilson also had the same amount of receptions, just for less receiving yards. He didn't score any touchdowns. But yeah, Allen Lazard scored both of the receiving touchdowns on Monday night. The first one was off a free play from Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers. I was like, oh, Rodgers loves these, and he found Lazard wide open. Looked like he was on a go route to the end zone, or maybe a seam route, and it was perfect throw right to his hands, and he went into the end zone, touchdown. That was Aaron Rodgers' first touchdown pass as a Jets quarterback. Don't talk about, I don't include that Giants preseason game. I'm only talking about this game. That was really his first touchdown pass as Jets quarterback. And also, it was, and then also he caught a pass on the final Jets drive of the game. The Jets put Tyrod Taylor in because, the game was over. It was 32-13, so it was pretty much over. The game, it was out of reach for the Jets. There was no way they were going to be able to catch up to the 49ers. So it's like, all right, let's not risk getting Rodgers hurt. They threw Tyrod Taylor in. He made some good passes. Found Garrett Wilson for a few passes. Found Lazard. I don't think he really utilized the tight ends, but Taylor was making his passes. And then he found Lazard in the end zone for Lazard's second touchdown reception of the game. But in the end, the Jets did lose. Again, the offense was okay. For Aaron Rodgers, for a 40-year-old quarterback coming off a serious injury, I'd say that's not too bad of a performance. I'll read off his numbers. Aaron Rodgers went 13 for 21, throwing for 167 yards, throwing 1 touchdown, and throwing 1 interception. The 1 interception was just good coverage by the Niners. I think he tried to throw out to Garrett Wilson, And then, unfortunately, yeah, the pass was to Garrett Wilson, but it was, you know, the 49ers had good coverage on Garrett Wilson, and they tipped the pass up. I think Fred Warner, or no, it was Lenore. It was what's his face? Lenore. Forgot his first name. Lenore. That was Diamador Lenore. He got his hand under the ball, popped it up, and then Flanagan Fowles. I forgot his first name too. Demetrius Flanagan Fowles, the linebacker, intercepted it. And it was frustrating, but there were times in the game where Rodgers definitely underthrew some passes, and there were moments where he could have done better. But honestly, I wasn't going to be too hard on him because he's 40. He's coming off a major injury, and it's like he's not going to – this isn't MVP Aaron Rodgers. Like, come on. I'm not expecting Aaron Rodgers to be playing at an MVP caliber this year. If he does, that would be amazing. But it's not going to happen because there's no way he's going to be able to play like this at 40 years old, unless he pulls another MVP year out of nowhere. You know, I mean, if that happens, great. But I mean, the end goal is to win a Super Bowl, but I just don't think it can happen. But again, I'm gonna stick to the. I mean, I'm absolutely agreeing with other people that Aaron Rodgers makes our offense so much better. I'm like, wow, this is watching the Jets offense in that game. Yeah, they struggled, but it was so much better than watching an offense led by Zach Wilson, Tim Boyle, or Trevor Siemian. It was so much better. And people were criticizing Hackett's play calling, but the thing is, I'm like, are you sure Hackett's calling plays? Because I think Rodgers is calling plays. I thought I heard Aaron Rodgers was calling plays this year. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I heard before the season started. And maybe it's just Nathaniel Hackett designs the plays and Aaron Rodgers calls the plays. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how that operates, but I honestly probably would prefer Aaron Rodgers to be calling plays instead of Nathaniel Hackett. But I mean, what can you do? I'm not on that coaching staff, and I can't make any decisions. I'm not Woody Johnson, or I'm not Robert Saleh, so that's one thing. So I mean, yeah, a very poor performance by the defense. Sauce Gardner. Yeah, I mean, there were some time he got banged up during the game. And the defense could not do anything. But credit to the 49ers offensive line. They did well. And honestly, it was really just good route running by the Niners receivers. And the Jets could not keep up with them because they were just running the routes very well. So credit to the Niners. I just got to give them credit. So the Jets started off the season 0-1. And immediately after this, I'm going to have my recap of the Jets-Titans game that happened on Sunday. But I will see you guys later, and go Jets.